Good morning, geometry. Okay, it's Monday. We're going to do some more angle of elevation and angle of depression problems today. These are a little bit more complex, so try to follow along and I will explain one problem through. You might need to watch this video again. I think we'll take 2 days on this assignment because it takes a little bit of it takes some thinking, right? It takes some doing and following some steps. So let's take a look at this problem today. I've got this person who is standing some number of feet away from a cliff. Okay, we're going to call it a cliff. If you want to go to Mr. Khan's example and there are some, aliens up there and this is a Men in Black guy, then that's fine. And at one point the person stands right here, right, and looks up at the cliff and measures somehow a 40-degree angle of elevation, and then steps back 20 feet and measures a 25-degree angle of elevation. So this is something you can actually use. Like, you could use this if you didn't know how far away you are from something and you don't know how tall something is, but you can measure the distance that you move yourself and then measure the angle of elevation, then you can actually figure out how high the cliff or the whatever the building is. So what I know here is that tangent of 25 is x over 20 plus y. So I've written that here. Tangent of 25 equals x over 20 plus y. Okay? And I know from my picture as well that the tangent of 40 is x over y. So hopefully you're comfortable enough with your trig functions now to be able to just write those equations. Well, alert, I see an x and a y. I can't solve an equation with x and y without using a, right, system of two equations. So I need a system of two equations. So that's what I've written. If I multiply 20 plus y times this times the left here, and if I multiply both sides here by y, right, sorry, both sides by 20 plus y, if I put this in parentheses and put that in parentheses, then I find that I get x alone right here. I can see in my red that I have x alone. So I could make these two pieces equal each other, okay? I don't have too much board here in my basement, so I kind of skipped a step. I would have actually written these out next to each other. And then I'm going to use my calculator, right? I'm going to distribute here. This just equals this number. This tangent of 25 actually equals, if you put it in your calculator, 0.364. So I put it in my calculator, and I didn't round it. I just put tangent of 25 times 20 in my calculator, and I got 9.326. And then I put tangent of 25 into my calculator and got 0.364 y, because I've distributed there, right? Distribute to the y. And then on the right here, I did tangent of 40 in my calculator, just put it in there, times y. So now really I just have a number plus a coefficient times y equals a coefficient times y. So hopefully you can solve these equations. It's not any different than if it were simple numbers. So I'd subtract this y from this side to get over here, right? Subtract 0.364 y from both sides, and then divide by that coefficient. So 9.326 divided by whatever this coefficient is, and I got 19.63 feet. So that's telling me that this right here was almost 20 feet, all right? So I took that value over and I plugged it into whichever one was the simpler equation, which of course is the one with just the y. So I plugged it in. Tangent of 40 equals x over 19.63. And I solved for x. How did I do that? Times 19.63, right? Times 19.63 over here. Again, tangent of 40 in your calculator times 19.63. I got 16.47 feet. So now that gave me the cliff height here. But that's not the cliff height, because even though this is totally not to scale, this person looking is 5 feet tall. So we need to take that into account. Basic, right? Just add that in there. So now I've got this cliff height is 21.47 feet. So let's just walk through it very quickly. they give you a picture for most of these, and I've written out two whole examples for you to follow through, okay? I wrote a tangent equation for one of the angles, and then I wrote a tangent equation for the other. So tangent equation for one of the angles with the whole triangle considered, and tangent of the other angle with part of the whole triangle, the smaller triangle considered, all right? I built a system of two equations by getting x alone, by getting this height alone on one side. So I have two different things equal x, so they equal each other. I used my calculator to deal with the angles, right? Tangent of 25, tangent of 40. I distributed. I solved this equation. I plugged the y into a y in one of the original equations so that I could solve for x. And then I remembered that this person's height is in there, okay? So this might take you, a few problems might take you the full 30 minutes plus this video. So just work for half an hour today, and we'll have this be a 2-day assignment, okay? I hope that you all are well and that you have a great day and have some fun doing math. Bye.